Hello. Okay, is anybody here? Okay, I'm gonna wait for people to show up to explain what's going on, but please say something in the chat. This was bizarre. Hello? Okay, I have to explain what just happened. It was the strangest thing. I don't know what was going on. Were either of you fucking with me? Like, honestly, because I need to know if there's something wrong with my channel or my computer or something, so I really, really need you guys to be honest with me. I'm not gonna be mad if you were. But you guys, Lou and Snowby, you two are mods. Okay, is it still fuzzy? If you just heard something turn on, it was the heater. Like, it's air blowing, but were you guys fucking with me? Because you guys are mods. No, I mean, like, after that. After I said I'm gonna come back. I'm not gonna be mad. I just need to know because I don't know if it was something on my channel, if it was something on my computer. I'll explain in a sec. Something really weird just happened. Okay. Lou, I didn't hear you say you were gonna come back. The stream just stopped for me suddenly. No, I said it in chat. I was trying to see what you guys were saying. Yeah, it just stopped suddenly. And then it took me to this weird section. And it was telling me, like, you need to change your settings to be able to go live. And I'm like, I have uploaded so many lives. What do you mean? This doesn't make sense. And then it was saying that I needed to use this link thing. And I was like, what the hell? I've done a million lives before. And I tried to look at the help area. And then I couldn't get it to stop. I kept trying over and over and over again. And I couldn't get it to stop. And it wouldn't let me start a new live. It wouldn't let me stop the live. But I needed to know because I thought since you guys are mods, I didn't know didn't know if you guys were messing with me or something. And it was like it wasn't letting me go in. And I was able to look at my own, like, it showed up on my own feed. And when I click on it, it would just be circling. But I shouldn't be able to watch my own live. It was the strangest thing. And I tried signing out and signing back in. And it still happened. It happened again. And I had to literally delete the video. And then it kept going and saying deleting, deleting, deleting. And then I decided to test going live. So just keep going in the chat. Tell me, like, are you guys getting it? I think there's probably a bit of a bad lag. And then it kept telling me that the connection was great. And I was like, I beg to differ. So that was incredibly strange. I feel like I'm gonna get a bunch of messages in the chat unless you guys aren't saying anything. Because that was just like, I'm not scared or anything. It was just like I'm bad with technology, but I'm fairly sure that that's not something normal where you can see your own stream. Even if it's just circling black, you shouldn't be able to when you're logged into the account that you use to go live. I had to delete the video. Coincidence? I was talking about some heavy topics. Uh, I don't know. It was just, I wasn't, for those watching this over, Lou said you were watching yourself live from your own channel. I was looking at my own channel, but I wasn't able to see myself because it took me to this like studio editing thing, but it wasn't even letting me edit anything. It would be like it was showing me stats of things, which would be fine to see stats of how the stream is going. But then at the top corner, it was like it was just black and circling, but it showed up on my own feed when I tried to refresh the page that it was like it showed a video, it showed the thumbnail of me, and it said the little red live thing. And when I go into studio, it would say live. When I go out of studio mode, it would just show me the thumbnail and that I was live. And I was like, what is going on? I shouldn't be able to see this because I could click on the video. I could click on the live and it would take me to, and it was just spinning. I couldn't see the thumbnail anymore, but it was still spinning. Who said maybe some YouTube overload tampering? What do you mean by tampering? I could get overload. Maybe it wasn't overload. I don't know. But I was just like, is somebody hacking? One of you messing with me? Am I just this bad at technology? I don't know. It was like it forgot that my computer already could stream a live stream, but kept the live stream going. I don't know. But the other video, we've lost it. It's gone. I had to delete it because I couldn't start a new live. Anytime I clicked the go live, it would just take me to the page that was showing the analytics of the live that I didn't have access to, except that I could go from out of studio mode to look at a black screen with a circle as if I was watching my own channel, if that makes any sense. YouTube overload, that's what you meant, Lou. I saw you were live too the last stream and I saw the same circle. So it did show like I was still live. It was just a black screen circling, like trying to buffering like type of thing. Maybe it's like there's a bunch of people on right now. I could get that. It's the holidays. Damn, like I'm autistic. I only got so many spoons. And I couldn't even save the video because I couldn't go live again. And it was messing up my channel. Black was actually stuck on you. So it was like a frozen screen. It would make sense if it was stuck on it and it would just be black for me. Lou, that sucks that you lost that vid. You had some pretty hot takes. Like, you mean good roasting comments? Frozen. Oh, it's dinner time. Maybe this is great at reminding me when it's food time. You know, support animal. You coming here for food? I don't know. Her internal clock is amazing because she was dead asleep and she just woke up. Hello, May. She's literally yawning and being like, it's food time, isn't it? Okay, that was just very strange. But what do you mean by hot takes? And yeah, I am sad that that's gone as well. But hey, at the very least, I do have notes. Wouldn't be the same. But that still want to talk about the topic. I just don't want to risk the same thing happening again. I don't know. Should I keep going? Like this is where do we go from here? I'm getting sick to collect myself because there's a big lag. It seems like there's a longer lag unless you guys aren't typing. I just can't tell if it's a lag or not. But I am sad I lost that. Well, I mean, like hot takes. What is a hot take? Is it like a good point, or is it like a good comeback type of comment, but also has a point to it? I'm not sure what that like specific term means. This is just now. It's just become 10 minutes of autistic person trying to understand computers. I put up the same title, so I feel like I should do it anyways. But if it freezes again, then I'm just not going to try again tonight. But it is an important topic to me. But I might just try again like a day after tomorrow or something like that. Because start the entire thing from the beginning, word for word, just joking. Haha. I appreciate the clarification though. Whew. I need some apple juice for this one. Snowy, you still there? Hot takes are controversial opinions. Okay. Snowy, sorry I haven't been responsive. There was a mouse in my room. It's fine that you haven't been responsive. I just want to check if you were there, but you all have strange reasons why you can't show up. One of them the other day was somebody had a seizure. Now there's a mouse in a room. I think a car accident was also one of them. I guess it makes sense that you guys are people who enjoy listening to me because I have that type of experiences too, as is exemplified by the fact that somebody ran into my car. As time goes on, that story becomes less funny and more of this is very upsetting because the longer I keep that duct tape on, the harder the adhesive is to get off when I try to get the thing fixed. Is there an actual mouse in your room? Like a literal mouse? Do you live somewhere where that's common or are you just incredibly unlucky? Or is that a pet thing? I know rats can be pets. Also, Lou, I'd love to know. Okay, I think the way, and it's okay that you've been. Oh wait, Snowy says, this is an older apartment complex, and I guess mice live in the heating system. I can understand the old apartment complex. I guess that would make sense for the area. Better than rats, I guess. I don't know. Heating system is an interesting place to go. You either stay warm or burn to death. It kind of explains how the human race is acting right now. You either stay healthy or die of COVID because you think that, not going on that topic. I don't mind talking about controversial things, but I just need to do one at a time. Oh, I see 4 people and it seems to not go away. Maybe it doesn't go away. I see 2 likes. I don't know who's here. If somebody else is here, I'd love, hi. Say I in the chat if you feel like it. I am thinking to start over the topic that I was on, which was basically roasting the Gabi Demartino situation. That whole thing. We've done 3 people, but there's 2 likes at least. The whole Gabi Demartino thing, because I always have opinions on when people have very shitty apology videos. And I'm not going to waste the fact that that's what I feel like doing tonight, and I don't want to do it tomorrow because I have a plan of a different type of video, more educational one that I was going to do today, but I don't have the energy of keeping something that more of a important topic. This is a shorter thing, as is it's a shorter thing. Probably will take less time. Already at 15 minutes. Probably a good time to start because it would probably be equal to her IQ. Moving on. At least that's the only reason I could think of for somebody that's 25 to upload a video of such type on OnlyFans. As a quick recap, Gabi Demartino, please somebody call me out if I mix the names up. Demartino decided, I'm recapping, I know it's just you two that are here, Lou and Snowy, but for people watch or rewatch this, was the dumbass, disgusting, stupid, idiotic individual. There's a lot more pronoun. There's a lot more I could use to describe that person. I'm stuttering over my words because there's just too many, and many of them may cause apparently my computer to break. And also, I just don't. It's not a good idea to go there. But you can probably you get the idea. I keep stuttering and stopping. I'm not like trying too hard to come up with jokes. I'm just genuinely baffled at the level of idiocy. Let me just check real quick. Snowy. Wait, no, nothing is new. Okay. I'm just genuinely baffled at how someone can, at 25 years old, can look at something like that, go through the process of finding that video, looking at it, watching it with people, uploading it to an OnlyFans account, picking out the price or the paywall that's there, putting in the title, that whole process, and then still thinks it's a good idea. I just want to understand how someone with that level of stupidity is able to know how to read, know how to put not even know how to read. I'm nothing against people who don't know how to read for other reasons. I'm saying how did she build a platform? How did she even know how to do that? Because in order to do that, you do have to be A, somewhat narcissistic, and B, you have to be somewhat clever in the way you work the system. Let's see. Oh, new person, Templario Charles S. People do not know the value of living. What do you mean? And are you referring to something in this context? Also, hi, hello. Megan is my intro. Thank you for joining us. I'm not sure what you mean in this context. So, please clarify. Also, I'm going like this because my eyesight is really bad. Are you commenting on what I was talking about? Oh, we're down to 2 people here. Don't know what's going on. It might just be the way things are going or if it's YouTube. But anyways, I'll wait for the clarification. But I was talking about how it's just baffling how someone can build such a following, and then I guess maybe Lou says economic value of living. That's what I was questioning. I was wondering are you talking about that's what I'm confused about. So I'll wait for that. But I am just trying to understand how, I guess maybe they get to a point perhaps where the people with a larger platform or subscriber might be like, oh, I feel invincible. Kind of okay, this is kind of an apples and oranges type of situation, but it's also somewhat of an analogy, but a stretch of how a criminal, if they keep getting away with something, will start to feel invincible. But I always sort of live by the idea of the minute you feel the minute you feel invincible is the time you're gonna get caught or something like that. When I was younger, when I was doing stupid shit and trying not to get caught for it or stuff like that. Can everyone hear me? I just wanted to double check that because I'm seeing like a lower view count and I think the chat is lagging. So could I get a thumbs up in the chat to make sure that everything's going all right? Audio is way more clear. That's good. Okay. Still streaming. Okay, that's one person. I don't know if Snowy just left for some reason, and I'm thumbs up. Okay, I'll just keep going anyways, so I don't lose my train of thought. But I'm just gonna have a moment for this. Feel free. Oh, I see three. Okay, feel free to elaborate or add in your own input on what I've said thus far. I love the engagement and like talking to you guys is kind of the point of a live. But in any case, yeah, perhaps that's why you start to realize all of the issues and they start to do so many more stupid things is because they start to feel like, oh, I can do anything. And they'll just eat it up. And it's like, well, maybe, but realize also you're putting it on a public platform where other people are going to see it who don't just eat it up, who don't just say, hey, everything you're doing is okay. And did I recap what happened? I don't think I did in this video. Nobody can blame me for being a little bit confused because I'm trying to repeat but not repeat. I don't think I recapped the exact story of what Demartino did with the OnlyFans thing. I think I was at the point of saying that she found a video of herself when she was younger, it was a family video, and then she uploaded it to. You didn't recap. Okay, I'm recapping now. Okay, then she found an old family video of her as a kid. You know those weird parents are kind of weird sometimes. It was much. It was an older culture thing. Nowadays, it's like people are realizing it's kind of weird when they take pictures of kids when clothes on or like when when they're in the tub or something like they're taking a bath. Still kind of weird, but it's different when you're looking at those with your friends and family later of you in a bubble bath and it's just embarrassing and then big difference between that and putting something online where you are completely bare and exposed as a child on a website that is predominantly consists of May I'm talking about something right now. On a website that is that predominantly consists of mature content. And firstly, yeah, she wants dinner and is also calling Demartino an idiot. Isn't Demartino an idiot? Say she's an idiot. She's an idiot, isn't she? She's just tolerating me. I love you, May. I know it's your dinner time. Okay, I'm actually way better at like keeping my train of thought while I like walk and talk and do things. We're at 56%. Does this make you guys dizzy when I do this type of thing? Because this actually really helps me stay focused if I'm like walking around. It makes it easy. If I like stay in the frame, but I'm doing something like this. Oh, Templaria says we were born the same. We share the same home and have the same ending. Okay. I can elaborate on how it's connected to this topic, or I don't think it's distracting. All right, perfect. Okay, so I was talking about. Can you hear me though? I think I'm talking loud enough if I'm like this. I wasn't kidding when I said that it's kind of bizarre how much My mannerisms are like house. I think it was because I want. Okay, staying on topic. Anyway, so yes, uh, it would the whole like putting up pictures of yourself and above the bath or something with parents taking those kind of pictures more towards the older generation. But anyways, nowadays people have gotten arrested for it. Snowy pointed that out in the last in the stream that ended up getting weirdly taken down. I think it was Snowy or it was Lou, one of the mods. And so it's just not an okay thing to do. It's embarrassing at the least, usually, when you're showing it between friends and family. Usually that's what happens. That was the older thing when it wasn't as like weird to show that type of thing. And then once people realized it was kind of weird, it's just strange, okay? And even if it's within your circle of people and they're cool with it, that okay. I'm not here to decide that for you, or we're not here to decide that for you. I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's cool, but putting it online when you're a public figure with a lot of followers and a lot of them that I don't know her content, but I also know that it would be very stupid to assume that people who are younger don't lie about their age and just go on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure she may have advertised her OnlyFans. Either way, I don't care. On any public platform where you have a following on any type of other social media, they're generally connected. Like, for example, if I tell you guys, like I was mentioning before, that I was like, maybe if I made a Patreon, I'm going to mention it here. You know, people are like, hey, follow me on Instagram too. It's just a general thing. And predominantly on OnlyFans, it's mature content, which is not a bad thing. But firstly, giving it a real bad name and a real bad look if you're going to put that type of shit on there. And she essentially uploaded CP because she uploaded a video of herself, one of those of that type where it was just her. I think she just raised her skirt and she was nude. As an adult, that would be one thing. As a child, that is illegal. It's just illegal. There is no way around it. That is content that is illegal to have, view, own, make, show. Like, what? There have been I am aware that she was showing a video of herself, but also the title of it, just I'm trying to summarize this as much as I can. The title of it was a suggestive title that was not indicative that it involved a child, any child. It was not indicative that it involved a younger person. It was indicative that it involved her and that it involved panties and that it involved something of that nature. The title, I don't care what anybody says, most people agree upon this anyways, but whatever people will try to say, the title was very much suggestive. And then it was a video of a child. And I believe there was a paywall. And to pay for that, that's an illegal thing. And so basically people could get in trouble for that. And they were thinking that they wanted to just see normal content. Then that's shitty. Or there are people who saw that and they were happy. And that's shitty. It's not just shitty, it's beyond shitty. Okay, I'm gonna check this. Snowy, sorry, still distracted, but I caught the mouse. Honestly, it's fine because it's very interesting to see this, just to follow you being like, look, your stream's I'm really enjoying your stream. Thanks for letting me be there. I'm so sorry. There is a small rodent in my house, in my apartment complex. It's just I'm going to chime in when I can. Lou, as a 25-year-old fairly popular content creator, it was really irresponsibly dumb of her to put that video out on her paid OnlyFans. Lou, did you release the mouse? No. I admire the way in the chat that you guys can keep that going. You guys are helping me try to keep 2 topics going. It's just like, let me talk about this, move on. Um, okay. But yeah, it was very irresponsible, and it's sort of like that is a perfect term to describe it, but it's so much beyond irresponsible in the way that it could potentially affect people. And it amazes me. I can't find a thought process in which, like, finding being devil's advocate for it, trying to figure out any train of thought. And I believe I said this in the past video. I don't know which video, but I'll repeat it, and I repeat things anyways. The neurodegenerative process doesn't work this way. But I think that I would lose brain cells if I even attempted to develop sort of a train of thought that would create that. I believe that her idiocy defies science in the sense of, how do you become 25 years old? Do this type of thing, have a thought process so idiotic to get you there. How do you pick up a spoon? I don't understand. It's so it just, my brain is frying because it's so idiotic. I was not aware that people could. It's so gross. First and foremost, it's gross, but beyond the grossness, it's so idiotic. Now we can move on to, uh, and also I guess I've got free reign to completely shit on her and call her an idiot in this one, because there's no way that this mistake could be justified in any sense. Free reign for me to just shit royally on this person, have it rain down on her from the heavens. But I doubt she could tell a piece of dirt from a pile of shit, anyways. It's just, I am just amazed that natural selection didn't get to her. It's the modernized world. I think that's probably what protected her. But like, if we were out, just saying, like, I don't think she would have lasted in under in different situations. Let's check the chat. Uh, Nothing new. Okay, now time now I'm going to separately be. By the way, I have made comments that are involving a lot of dark humor. But as a clarification, I do not find anything related to CP2B. I have avoided using that because, like, the last stream just died and acted so strange. But I do not find anything even remotely related to that to be humorous. I have a dark sense of humor. That is how I handle some things, and also I don't really feel much. But logistically, I do not find anything okay, nothing humorous, nothing even remotely just acceptable. But I also, what's done is done. It's gone, thank God. And she deserves to hear repercussions. Hear what it's like to be shit on for something like that. And sorry, if she ever sees this on the off chance, you deserve every bit of this. To even put out content like that, I don't care. Like, hurting people's feelings, already it's just gonna say, if there was conscience, it would be clear in this situation, because let the shit rain down. Moving on to 1 minute and 50-second video. Just saying that out loud again for the second time, like in a second separate live, and looking at my notes of also why the hell, who the hell makes an apology video that isn't even 2 minutes long, continuing on the next page of why even bother, and seeing it also, how do you have something that's 1 minute and 50 seconds long, not even 2 minutes, and you needed to include jump cuts? How could she have made it worse? Let's see. Snowy, no, it's almost midnight. We're still on the topic of the mouse. It's going to have to spend the night in jail. Wondering what that jail will be. For the time being, I'm going to just continue this, and I'll go back to the mouse content after. But right now, let's stick to the because I do want updates on that. But I would love to hear direct comments as I go along with the topic of Demartino, and also please be careful if that thing bites you, just in case, you know. I am surprised that somebody would publish a video that isn't 2 minutes long, and why they would need to have jump cuts in it or edit it at all. Like, what was it like originally? How much worse could it have been? That this was an edited version. And it's a very clearly rehearsed, very obviously rehearsed. I mentioned in the honestly RIP to the old live, the other one, that there is a YouTuber called Observe, and he analyzes body language. And I appreciate the fact that he's very clear that it's not entirely accurate. It's not a foolproof science. It's not. It's very, very subjective. But I wanted to avoid it and then go look at it later and see how much of this I got right, or not right, but how much of it I got closer towards somebody who's not autistic and is a professional in this, because I also am a psych major, but also it doesn't take a genius to go through this, but a genius is going to go through this. Narcissistic one, obviously. The fast speech, the way it sounds rehearsed and memorized, I just can't. It's so, the fact that it was edited, the fact the speech was fast, the fact that it sounded obviously memorized, and with the stupidity, I'm surprised that even with editing, she made it to 1 minute and 50 seconds. It's hard for me to believe that those tears, because there was a part where I think she started to choke up, supposedly. I have a hard time believing that that was there, because the stream of consciousness was too consistent. And if there were jump cuts, there was and if it was rehearsed and there were jump cuts, it's probably very done over and over again. So even if on the off chance that she started to feel bad, I'm going to explain the parts of this that pissed me off. Started to feel bad, which this is all my personal opinions. Nobody come and sue me. These are all my opinions. I'm not stating anything as fact or anything of the sorts. If she were to have felt it, it would have been gone by that time. And in my personal opinion, it really seemed like if she's crying for herself and her self-image, which 2 days later she decided to upload a video about clearing out her closet. Honestly, lady, just you got more important things to clear out other than your closet. But then again, I don't know. I'm at a loss for jokes in this one, because it's like it speaks for itself with my dark jokes regarding the apology video. Lou. Yeah, she's sad about the backlash, not her actions. Exactly, and I'm going to go into some of the quotes that really made it funny. I also mentioned in the last video a very funny part, which is the fact that the next video on the autoplay was Tana Mojo's their story time. I'm not faking this laugh. This is genuinely, it still makes me laugh that was the next one that was recommended. Let's see if I had anything here left here that was funny. Let's see. Lou said like she was figuratively cleaning out her closet, or literally cleaning her closet. Oh, you're asking me? It was called Huge Girly Closet Clear Out, in parentheses, finally, and then a plus sign, chatting updates. That's the title that I saw, unless I missed something after. I didn't want to click on it because I already gave or one view on the apology video, which from the amount on the okay, she's crying for herself. I don't think she's a psychopath. I think she's just an idiot. And enough of an idiot to have potentially I don't think you can monetize something that's 1 minute and 50 seconds, so I guess it's fine. I always wonder about watching, apology videos because it gives the some of them aren't idiotic enough to monetize it. I don't know, but I didn't click on the other video to see what if I missed anything in the title, but that was what I saw. I wrote it down. Lou. Oh my god, she really cleaned her closet. It was a picture of her cleaning her closet. She just went straight up to just back to it. It said the apology video, it said 1 week ago, and then the closet thing it said 2 days ago. Time-wise, I don't know the exact dates, but I'm wondering if she even waited a whole week before the next video. Chatting updates. I really hope you're updating that you're just gonna not chat and not open your mouth again. Clear out that closet, girl. Close the door and close your mouth just along with it. Enough said, but in this case, enough said on your part, because I have more to say. Yeah, I didn't lose my mojo. Shall we move on? I am so glad I wrote down notes because I have some quotes. Lou, and the next video was the jewelry haul. Wait, on her side, or you guys asking me to do it? I'm confused. I know you guys wanted jewelry haul from me. I thought she only had a closet one after that. Did she just upload a jewelry one too? Honestly, she probably has the possessions to take the place of the brain cells that she doesn't have. If only she could put them in her head. Not enough space in there for the narcissism that comes with it. Honestly, does she even have the amount of brain cells capable to have the narcissism necessary for this? I am just baffled that she got to where she was in the first place. But what's this jewelry haul? You're saying, and the next video was the jewelry haul. I'm confused about it. Are you talking about me or her? Who? Now, some quotes. Never in a million years did I think, and then I wrote dot dot dot. I saw that from Dr. Grande, one of his videos. He said she should just stop at that, but I'm laughing because I wrote this as a 1 point, like I put a star and then 1 point. I wrote that as 1 point, and I thought there was going to be more to the quote, but I was saying that after that I went on to elaborate about like what I should talk about it. I thought that was going to be that alone is the perfect quote. Never in a million years did I think. Lou, I was just making a joke about how stupid that would be if you did something like that. Oh, you mean I'm still not getting the joke, but I'm pretty sure it's a decent one. If I did something like, oh, you mean how I'm planning a jewelry haul? Let me just I don't know. Let me just go run over someone with my car. Somebody's already ran into my car. And what was the next video I made after that? They literally ran into my car, though. I didn't run into them. Straight up, I had witnesses. I took down their numbers, but yeah, we're getting to the tired part. Again, I'm on the same one. Okay. At that point, she goes on to say that she said, never in a million years did I think that it, and then she goes on to talk about how she didn't think that it would go towards, that it, again, I'm not going to break down the whole points of that I said in the Dr. Mike video of in psychology, what is generally accepted as a format of an apology, because I've already said that, but She went on to literally say, "Never in a million years did I think it would be, like, perceived," this is paraphrasing the next part, "that it would be perceived as something that people would take something innocent and make it wrong." That is literally, and then going on to say you're sorry for something you did after that, you're either apologizing for someone else's actions, which doesn't make sense, unless you're trying to just, like, trying to be polite after somebody, I don't know, walks out on a dinner, on a Thanksgiving dinner, and you're just like, "I'm so sorry that my boyfriend did that." That this isn't that case, or you're saying, "I'm sorry, but I wasn't expecting you guys to turn this thing into something bad." It's literally placing the blame on the audience. How can you make it genuine? It's just there is nothing genuine about this apology, and everybody recognizes that. I think it's something. I think the fact that it's not 2 minutes long, it's not even 2 minutes long, in and of itself, like, that means you really don't have much to, you believe you don't have much to apologize for. It's edited, it's very rushed, and it's memorized. I wonder how long it took her to come up with that, or if it was even her. And whoever came up with that, I still want to know how it had to be edited. Wow, how bad was the original version? Let me check. Nothing in the chat yet. So that was just literally placing blame on the audience. So there is nothing about that that's taking responsibility. And the next thing it's a quote of, "It was definitely a huge lack of my character." Then she went on to continue that and say, "and my judgment." But and then there's more to that. But let me just pause there and say it was definitely a huge lack of my character. Maybe she did write this, but I'm sure it took her a long time to write it, and I don't think it was because she was crying while she did it. If she was crying, it was probably about money lost or something like that. But to say it was a huge lack of my character, firstly, I'm going to be that bitch and say grammatically or just structurally that makes no sense. And I'm saying that because it makes no sense. And it's obviously you trying to put out words like character, judgment, responsibility, just add in like things like responsibility, billionaire, things like that. Innocent, wrong. You take words, big brain words, trying to use them to make yourself sound like you're more apologetic than you are. That just sounds, that's what it sounds like to me. It's just you're reaching so far. Apparently not as far as 2 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm just hung up on the fact that it wasn't 2 minutes. Lou, that sounds like a kid writing an apology letter for cursing out the teacher in class. It was definitely a huge lack of my character. What was the Logan Paul? "I have made something mistake." I don't know, but that was better. And if something from either of the Paul brothers, an apology comes out better, then wow. Like you couldn't even take the time. I want to check. I'm gonna check right now if putting that into if I put that into, I'm writing this down in a document right now on Word. I want to know if it will come up as the wrong grammar, because I'm pretty sure, obviously this was scripted, but I want to know if it was so bad to the point where she didn't even do spell check. Turn off caps lock. Okay, so it doesn't come up as like something that's grammatically incorrect, but I think that it doesn't make sense. So I think it's just more of it doesn't make sense in context. I'm sorry, I'm trying to nitpick, I know. it sounds like I'm reaching, but it's honestly because I don't, it's so bad and it's such a short video, but there's so much that's wrong with it and I have so much to say, but I need to stop on that because I'm really nitpicking. That was too much to go look on a Word document. I was just curious though. And then it goes on to say, and I know who I am. Are you capable of being that? Are you capable of even thinking to that level? Because I'm not sure if you know what the word introspection even means or self awareness, what the concept means beyond what the internet believe. Like I'm just wondering. I feel like she paid someone to do her homework, help her graduate. Or even if she didn't, the educational system, like even if you get through it, doesn't mean you're smart. But damn, if she managed to get through high school and still be this bad on something this important, that's what I think that's what gets me. That's why I'm being so nitpicky. Is that this isn't, again, my analogy of before of not boo-boo of stepping on someone's foot. You can't say oops the same way of stepping on someone's foot and say oops about running someone over with your car. Two different things. I'm pretty sure I've used that analogy before. I'm stuck on this because it's like the low amount of effort is like, why even just stop making videos at this point? The amount the how can you put so little effort into it and then expect things to go back to normal and be fine to just put up another video as if that's going to work out? Lou, really though, investigation on the grammar. That was too much. Like that was being extra. Like that was on me. I that was just me being curious, but I should have checked on that beforehand. But the fact that I would do it anyway, nah, I don't care because I would have done it either way because I was just curious. But it's stupid of me to assume that it wouldn't turn up as bad grammar. That it would turn up as bad grammar because you could say something like, it was definitely a huge lack of my character and my. But anyways, Lou, the system failed her. The system fails everyone, but she failed the failing of the system, I feel like. I don't know, you could put a double negative in front of her and it would make I'm going into this way too far. I keep going to grammar thing. I'm gonna need to stop thinking about the word grammar. My brain's stuck on it. But Lou, the school system, American society all failed her for making someone like her and making someone at her thinking thinking and reading level popular. I don't think it's I agree with the last part, but I do not agree with the fact that this is a look to get to this level. It's at the fault of people who are just eating this up and perpetuating it, but it's not the system's fault that she was so idiotic to do this thing because I just don't believe like nobody put a gun to her head and told her to do this, but it's definitely what happened after it that was on the people. For any of the people that would like stick and defend her, because this is not a boo boo. This is not a boo boo. This isn't even. I'm sorry I broke your arm. I'm sorry I knocked you off your bike and broke your arm. This isn't even at that level. We're down to two people. Probably one of them is me. I'm rambling too much. But I wanted to just go on. It says, I know who I am in my heart, that if you know me, you would know that I would never condone anything like this. And I wrote down after that, then why did you do it? I feel like I'm just trying to elaborate on my notes. This is why I shouldn't write notes as much because I just summarize it too well and it would just be a very, very short thing. It's not good for a live, it'd be good for a video. I'm reading off my notes because some of them had the quotes, and I just find it funny that I wrote, like, "Then why did you do it?" Because really, honestly, you would never condone anything like this, then why the fuck did you do it? Um, Earlier in the video, she was talking about how something about reality and not feeling like she was in reality, and then she goes on to say, "I'm going to step back into reality." The amount the cognitive dissonance in this, like, it's like there's cognitive dissonance and it's almost like she's trying to be self-aware of the cognitive dissonance, but still there's cognitive dissonance in her attempt to be self-aware of the cognitive dissonance. She's saying, I'll step back into reality. No, the reality of the situation is that you're stepping back into reality and just gonna clean out your closet. Is that your reality? That's just sad. I'm not sad for you, but that's just pathetic. Ultimately, it's kind of pathetic. I guess these are unpopular opinions or unpopular words to say, but it's kind of pathetic that someone is unable to understand. It's I don't know, there's a part of this that is pathetic. And I think it's pathetic to really believe that nobody's going to catch on to your shit and to put something this stupid out there and think nobody's going to notice it and act like you're self-aware. Again, probably sounds hypocritical because I talk about being self-aware, but sorry, I'm going to step back into reality. Like, how much, how, try a little harder to separate yourself from your own actions and decisions. It wasn't me who did it. That whole, like, it was the old me. That wasn't me. Okay, let's see. Lou, so you think the millions of brain dead fans who are at fault? Lou, so okay, I'm gonna answer that. No, I don't think that's the part that's at fault. I think that I don't think it's anyone's fault but hers. But I think it's sad. I think it's not sad, but I think that it's not okay that society has gone to a point where there are still fans after this type of thing. That's what I think is bad. But I'm not going to say the word fault because I'd have to do a lot more thinking about that. Because ultimately this is all her fault. But on a societal level, that's a whole nother conversation. That would be going past her. That'd be going into just society and who we decide are popular and stuff like that. Next question from Lou. So where has she been? An alternate dimension? That's what I was thinking too. I was like, what do you mean you're gonna step back into reality? Please, like, can you step away from it? Like, go back into whatever dimension you thought you were in, because I don't know if there's a dimension. Okay. I think this is me trying to do another live. This is much less, and I am trying to reach because I've already spoken a lot about this. I think I've elaborated fairly well on the stuff that was following with it, but it did take out of me a bit to restate stuff in a new way. So I don't want to keep going. I'm gonna like defer from this topic after this, and then go off for a bit because I don't want to just put out shitty content for no reason. So let's see, Lou. Is she keeping a reality? I'm guessing a reality hopping machine from us. What does she know? It's more. I'm blanking on these things. So I'm gonna stop. I'm blanking with these things, and I don't want to. I'm done with this topic because I don't want to embarrass myself by even entertaining her beyond just calling her out for her shit. Less embarrassment, more of wasting my time. It's wasting energy. So let's move on because I just want to call her out on her shit. Making fun of her is fun for a bit, but only while I'm calling her out on her shit. Afterwards, now my brain, I've had that whole part of repeating Probably I could have gone on to roast her more and it would have been more entertaining, but we've lost Snowy, I think. Or the mouse has just gone ape shit. But yeah, I was losing my groove for a bit. I think I've just been doing a lot of speaking lately. Mouse ate snow. I think I've been doing a lot of lives lately and it's been very fun, but I'm thinking of like focusing maybe a couple of videos. I'm gonna decide and I'll let you guys know with the pinned comment type of thing and responding as usual. And with you, Luke, because you're good at getting out to people, so makes it easier so I don't have to worry about that and I can think more about what I'm gonna be doing in the live. Oh yeah, I actually did want to do the live. It'll either be tomorrow. Go get Luke. Go get May and catch Snow to catch Snow's mouse. May's very small, and she'd probably just catch it or just like mess around with it. I've seen her like find spiders, and it honestly just looks like she's sitting there just messing around, fascinated with it moving. Lou, yeah, you've been speaking a lot for the past few days. It's been a lot, and it's been fine. It's been fun. May would end up playing with the mouse, playing cat and mouse, more like cat playing with mouse. Yeah, I had the plan for the bipolar thing. I highlighted and I wrote down some like notes in the DSM book that I have. So I want to save some energy for that. I will most likely not be doing a live tomorrow, but if I change my mind, if I like end up actually getting to bed at a decent time and change my mind, then I'll let you guys know with the regular type of thing. I think it was just the problem with the whole like having to repeat the story with this one was annoying, but I still wanted to finish this up today because I didn't want to wait longer and just drag on the topic. So thank you for those who joined me in the beginning. Anyone who rewatches this towards the end, I'd be surprised if you do, but the commitment, appreciate it. And thank you, Lou. May stop staring at me like that. I'm gonna feed you. He's right over there, just sitting there, just glaring at me. So I'm gonna go for now. See, I'm getting to the exhausted point. I've been doing a lot of lives. I probably should give myself a break. I'll just see how I feel. Trying to think if there's anything else that I'm forgetting that I wanted to say. No, I think that's it. Lou, it was great. I'm glad we got to get to the bottom of that girl's thing. You mean Demartino? If so, it's amazing on how much I could find wrong. I was reaching with some of the things a bit, because I'm pushing myself to talk, and it was just trying to figure out some of the jokes, and I wasn't in the groove for those. In terms of her apology. Oh, okay, yeah, her. But that's what I mean. What was amazing was just how much was just so idiotic that I could find in less than 2 minutes. Um, you got a lot of juice. You got a lot of juice out of that lemon. Yeah, I guess I did. Took me a second, then I realized that my cognitive functioning is fine, but it's not coming down to the speaking as much. So I gotta go right now. But it's been very fun. I appreciate how understanding you are, and I'm glad we got to the bottom of it too. Quotes are gold. I think I'll just leave it at the never in a million years did I think. Guess she spent the other years, the 25. I'm gonna stop. Yeah, let's just leave it at hers, and never in a million years did I think. At least I'm attempting it right now. My brain isn't working. So, yeah. Bye for now. I will update tomorrow. If I don't talk, it's just because I really need to recharge. Most likely, I will try to leave something in a pinned comment or the usual. And thank you for being very, very reliable, though. Really appreciate it. So, bye and night. Wait, by the way, I'm on the market for jewelry and I'd be open for purchasing some of your work, just as a side note. That's great. Perfect. Okay. That's amazing. I also have a curtsy. I could do it through curtsy. Um, curtsy is actually a lot easier. I could just put up the thing on curtsy. You could tell me the name of your account and I could send you the private offer of it. Just send me a comment on that because this is just about the jewelry, and we could talk more about that tomorrow. Never heard of Curtsy. I didn't either, but it's a great app. It's like, have you heard of Depop? It's like Depop, but better. It's way better than Depop. I sell some of my clothes, like old clothes that are like somewhat used. I got good stuff on there, and I could sell some of my handmade jewelry if you guys want it from there. And oh, I was gonna ask, are you guys on the mark? Like, would you be okay with like if I went through the OnlyFans idea and or Patreon idea? Might be like each have their own type because I don't want to put a paywall. It's way better than Depop, amazingly better than Depop. And like promoting the item, I'm pretty sure my name is the same on there. Let me double check. Mm. Yep, my name's the same. It's Electra Solstice. So just get the app Curtsy. Um, like the homepage. The homepage looks like this. Let me try. How do I get it to do the thing where it doesn't? See how organized it is? And I have like, let me go to my shop. Like, say, here's my shop. Some of my stuff. Boots. I've got like, this is actually a very cool jacket that I'm selling. I've sold already 4 items. And I've never been able to sell anything on Depop. It's really cool. Honestly, it's just so much fun to be on. And you can send, it gives you a thing about like your potential earnings, your total earned. You get points for you uploading items gets you points. They take a fee. It's a little bit of an annoying fee, but they give you the option of seller paying, not seller paying. I suddenly have more energy because now I can make money. Not gonna lie. But yeah, just look at my curtsy. And as for jewelry, I can do personalized jewelry. If you guys tell me, I can make a live stream on here specifically for that. Or would you guys be cool with the idea of a Patreon? And that could be where I could give you guys the personalized jewelry, and you'll have my curtsy just to see the other jewelry. And I can do personalized jewelry on there. And I thought Patreon would be that type of stuff. And then OnlyFans, I could put the more interesting stories. How's that sound? I don't want to put a paywall if you guys aren't up for it because you guys have been very loyal. To anyone who watches this to the end, like I respect the fact that you keep coming to these. So if you, and also it would be pointless for me to work on setting those things up unnecessarily. But my Curtsy, I do already have set up. So with Patreon sounds like a cool idea though. Patreon is, but I heard just that OnlyFans is easier to use, like has is better for people for because I think I have to start off with Patreon. Like I'm not sure if it's free for me to even start off. So I'm gonna pick out if it's gonna be Patreon or wait, Snowy. I'm kind of out of work right now, so I probably won't be able to do anything like that. I completely understand if you can't. And but Patreon also one of the cool things is the tiers where you can do like as low as $1 or $2 because I completely get it. But I was just gonna ask if even one of you would be into it. And again, the content that I would put a paywall for like what's gonna when I if I make an OnlyFans, it'll be when you guys say you want it, and it'll be like content of stories that I'm not comfortable putting on YouTube, for example. Or maybe I'll do tiers. I'm gonna look into Patreon. I think I'll start with Patreon, and I could do tiers as low. I'll pick a low cost, and it will be exclusive content, and it will not be content that takes away my energy from doing lives like this. I'm not gonna do that. It will literally just be stuff I just don't feel comfortable putting on here. And if I'm selling any type of stuff like jewelry, personalized stuff, kind of merchish type stuff, but like handmade by me, I put it on my Curtsy. And I can always put things on hold until, like, because I get the whole being out of work, Snowy. And if you had found something on my Curtsy that you really like, again, the content that I would put on those would be exclusive for a reason, not exclusive just because. Like, for a reason in terms of YouTube. Lou, if it was a dollar payment, wouldn't Patreon cut be pretty large? I think, yeah, that's the point. But for example, I'll figure out exactly the structure. I'll think about how I'm going to do it. But I'm thinking that I'll do the what's it called the Patreon for that until like I know for sure if I want to go into the OnlyFans for those stories. And for any type of stuff that the jewelry, I can I'm open. That's really cool. I'm thinking Curtsy for jewelry. What do you that's I've used it, I've sold on it, so I'm comfortable with that. It's easy to sell on. What do you think? Oh wait, I'm not sure if they'd let me sell handmade stuff. Well, I have an Etsy too. So I could do Etsy or stuff like that. Snowy, if you do OnlyFans, make sure you don't specify what kind of content is on there. You can probably sucker people into buying subs thinking it's for naughty pics. Point. This is why I think it's hilarious how people who aren't sociopaths shit on us. Again, I'm not the classic presentation. That would honestly be a good point. But I tell you guys on YouTube, I'm not going to say that necessarily in the title on OnlyFans. Lou, hey, if you back Curtsy and you got some cool ass jewelry, I'll definitely be on there. I'm on Curtsy and I've got like clothing, and I could always do like if you buy, say, if you find one of the shirts cool, I could send the shirt and for like up the price for some, and then add in jewelry or figure something out, and I can do the Etsy. But I'm still on Curtsy, and I'm gonna figure out a way to get the jewelry out there, either on Etsy or on Curtsy. Like, for example, sometimes I drop the price on Curtsy to be able to sell the items, and I might put it, like, say, to the original price and say bonus item. and then I'll show the bonus item in the photos. So it's not like going behind anyone's back. It's just saying, hey, you get a bonus item. I think that because that wouldn't violate any terms. So I'm not sure if you back curtsy. If you back curtsy, what did you mean by that actually? Hi, you might get pretty popular on OnlyFans if your DV is trickster enough. Just gotta be careful. It's not devious if you're not violating any rules. Maybe I'll make it worth their while by putting some. I've had some people on YouTube be like, "Can we?" I think there was a comment of modeling my shoes. Maybe I'll do that. Every time it'd be worth it to paint my toenails. I've actually thought of doing that before because it's like, you know what? Oh, did I ever tell you guys that I have extremely tiny feet, like ridiculously tiny? I think I've showed you guys before, but like seriously, that makes it look big, but like compared to the can, it's literally about the size of the can. It is like the size of the can. Oh, it's live. Hello. Hi. Title: Get ready to have your mind blown video. Hello, me again. It's hello, hi. It's hi, hello, me again. That's the proper intro. Me again. We're talking about sociopathy. How come everybody shows up right when I'm about to go? We were talking about sociopathy and the fact that I sell things on Curtsy. Are you a subscriber? If not, please join. And hi, glad you're here. I was just moving the chair. Did you show up right as I was like showing my foot? If so, well, subscribe. Check to make sure, actually, because you might have been unsubscribed. YouTube has been doing this thing where it'll be like, you have 35 subscribers. No, you have 38. Never mind, you have 35. Oops, it was 36. It unsubscribes people. I'm not sure if you were saying yes to being subscribed or not, but like, thank you for joining the live. I hate that it's always right at the end. We were just at this point talking about just random stuff. The idea that I make jewelry and I used to sell it on Etsy, and then I have a Curtsy, which is an app like Depop except way better. And then it went to how small my feet are for some reason, and then it was modeling shoes. Maybe it was modeling shoes, then how small my feet are. Very random train of thought, stream of consciousness. Let's see. By the also to the people who aren't seeing the chat, this is Sophie Vlogs. I'll just say Sophie. So Sophie says you were in the recommendations, so I clicked just subscribe. Thank you. Welcome. It's a very random channel with a very random stream of consciousness. I did a shoe haul already. Somebody was like, "Can you do modeling?" I think they asked specifically with flip flops, and I was like, "I don't know." Yeah, I made videos about Gab and her scandal. Oh, so you make videos. Some people have like they say vlogs or videos and they don't actually make videos. see if I can I don't, earlier, my live just glitched out. So it acted really weird. And so I'm gonna just write your name, the name of your channel down, because YouTube just decided earlier to be like, you thought that you could use the internet. Let's see. Lou, God, that YouTuber subscriber glitch must be torture when your channel's in the double digits. It is. It's so. Ugh. All right. Can I get? I'll make an agreement. You shout me out. I'll shout you out in the next video. Only fair, because also I can do it now, but like nobody. If anybody rewatches this, I don't know anybody that really watches to the very end of a live, because I'm probably going off soon. But it's cool that I was in your recommended. Let me write down the name so I can sub to you. Thanks. The next video that I do, I'll check your videos. Once I see, I've had a lot of bots and stuff, but I am reliable. You can ask them. Lou, the 2 mods, Lou and Snowy, they will hold me to it. I just don't know people. I'll check your channel and I'll sub to you since you sub to me. And once you do a shout out to me, I will do it to you. And Lou and Snowy, trust me, they don't let me get away with shit. They will make sure I do it and that I don't forget in the next live or the next video that I make. Is that a good agreement? Because I'm not trying to be rude. I'm autistic, by the way. Did I mention that? I'm very strange, so that's why I probably seem off. Or sometimes it doesn't seem like it at all, and sometimes it seems like it. Let's see. Sophie said, "Yeah, I was thinking of doing a photos idea for Instagram 2021. I'll shout you out in that one." Is it on Instagram or is it on YouTube about Instagram? Snowy, yeah, you have to do it. Make sure you remind me. Like once I see a shout out on your channel, then I will do it for sure. Lou, we will drag her to the ocean to make her shout you out. Yeah, they will. They don't let me get away with shit. I tried to, and they're also like we have dark sense of humor and thick skin here. The other night I was trying to be nice to them, but I mess with them too, and I was trying to be nice to them, and then I was like, I need to go shower. And then they were like, yeah, you smell. I can smell you over the screen in the country. Call me out louder, will you? Lou, you as in Electra. No, oh wait, let me see. Sophie, no, YouTuber. Sophie, YouTube about Instagram. Oh, okay. Let's see. Will drag her, shout you out. You. Oh, you mean that you'll go to her? Okay. Then Lou, just do the whole commenting thing, because Lou is the one that is always there, always responds right away comments, because I don't have enough. I don't know if you're a smaller YouTuber, because I can't look at it yet because I'm afraid the whole thing will go to hell to check your channel, how many subscribers you have. But if you're smaller, I hate that I don't have a community tab, so I have to do pinned comments and responses, and then my lovely mods, Lou, is the one that goes out and notifies the peoples when I'm live, the regulars. I'm just gonna make sure I don't forget to write down your name. So once it's on, I'm definitely gonna check your channel out, but just in case I missed that particular video, it's gonna be on Instagram photos. Like, what kind of photos do you put on Instagram? I'm not really an Instagram person. You can ask them, I don't really do any other social media. Daily Sophie vlogs. funny enough, if I seem loopy, this is my first one of this live. But. Well, let's see. Next thing is Snowy, another post-it note for your wild wall of wackiness. Yes, goes on here. I'm actually I'm doing a video of a board tour. It's been this way since I had to do finals. Sophie says, "Oh, cool. It'll be a photo ideas video with pictures. I find it on We Heard It in Pinterest. When is it gonna? Do you do it daily? So is it gonna be like tomorrow's video? Like, you true to your name? Do you live up to it?" Also, thank you for subbing to me, and have very low expectations. The slogan as of 2 days has been bring your snacks and no expectations. Hi. Yes, I will feed you. I have a cat. This is my support animal. I probably get more subscribers just because of her. It's her dinner time. Hey, bees. Only thing I express such love to. Yes, I will feed you. Let me see. Thing says Sophie, posting to it tonight. Oh, okay, great. Then I can look at. I wrote down name, and it's on the board, which is the board of AKA what reminds me to do shit. I'm interested to see what your content is. I'm genuinely really curious, and it's annoying me because I can't look. Earlier, everything went to shit, and it was like YouTube glitched so bad for me. It was letting me log on and it would just be a loading bar, but it was letting me like see my own live. Yeah, you'll like it. I hope I will. I'm interested in a lot of things. I actually have a pretty random taste of things. Like on my list of stuff will be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm holding this in front of my cat. She's wait. Thank you for being so nice and patient. Told you low expectations with the content. There you go, maybe. Sounds like it's like nice, relaxed content, and I enjoy that type of stuff. And also, you're one of the very few people I've heard of that uses Pinterest other than me. People say it's like for older people, but it's like honestly, Tumblr just became really strange after they took away the adult content. I'm just worried YouTube will take down this thing. Otherwise, I usually don't care about saying those things. Sorry for the headache that you might be getting. I just forgot everything that I was saying. That's the reason I was going to end this earlier. Well, in any case, oh wait, Lou, Pinterest is cool to chill and just look at. It really is. I love it. I love Pinterest so much for like quotes, fonts, inspiration for when I'm painting or drawing, anything like that. It's one of my favorite apps. It's very chill, and it like making the boards and stuff like that. And they're really good at recommendations too. And also, you don't have to worry about like, oh, you have a new follower. Oops, click on it. Great, there's just a giant ass staring at me, which doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It's not a good thing unless that's what you're looking for at the moment. Okie dokie. Well, it was really great to meet you. I was going to read your name, but that's just too long. Sophie, I have gone here, and it actually is the only small blue one. So I will go and I will sub to your thing. And once you shout me out the very next live I do, I will shout you out. And if if I even for a second forget, the mods will remind me. And if I forget, I have ADHD and autism. Since the fact that you said yes to shouting me out, it would be illogical for me to be a dick and not shout you out. So, Sophie, try to. Uh, oh, thank you. I thought you said try. I'm very bad at those things. Thank you. You too, new friend. Aw. Lou, I'm subbing too. Lou, I thought my brain at first was like, you already did, Lou. Because I'm so tired I am. Don't feel obligated. Well, I appreciate that, but I also said in the beginning, because it was a deal, I'll keep my end of the deal. Although I don't know what it would do, because the people who are here now are my usuals, so, but I'll still do it anyways. Once I check out your content and stuff like that. Snowy, you have ADHD and autism, but not amnesia. No excuses. Explanations, not excuses. Thank you for calling me out, though. I do not have amnesia, but currently my working memory is not going well. I appreciate that. It's nice to know that the peoples will call me out. That's why I'm working on trying to make sure I remember things more and recognizing like how to get myself to remember things more. Apparently, it takes this type of situation, but so I'm gonna sign off for now. And it was great. I'm glad I stayed a few extra minutes actually. This was really cool. I got to meet a new person. Snowy, clean up your mind, Palace. If I cleaned it up, it wouldn't be fun anymore. I just need to move things into different areas. Or, sleep. Like Grandpa, I think that what it is. Sleep, those little slices of death. Oh, how I loathe them. Potentially paraphrased, not sure, but so inconvenient, just takes time. In any case, you all take care, stay home, stay healthy, all that shit. Do all the stupid stuffs YouTubers are supposed to say. Aw, yeah. Once I get into that, once I get to the chance to look at your, that's why my brain is not functioning. Snowy, is that from The Pit and the Pendulum? Perhaps. It's been a while since I've looked at the exact things that they like, the exact titles that they are. But I remember from The Telltale Heart. Okay, seriously, the last thing that it's a quote that's very interesting that I found it very relatable before I knew I had ADHD or I'd confirmed it. Let's see. I love The Telltale Heart. Just the whole idea of it is just like being the mental fuckery. Let's see, what was it? This one. True, nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous. I had been and am. But why will you say that I am mad? The disease had sharpened my senses, not destroyed them, not dulled them. Above all was the sense of hearing acute. I heard all the things in the heaven and in the earth. I heard many things in hell. How, then, am I mad? That's when I kind of knew I was autistic, but hadn't had I don't know if it was before or after the confirmation of the diagnosis. Sensory overload. Jeez. see. Snowy. Well, Sophie came in here during the biggest ADHD moment of the night. Honestly, you did. You came in like this has been one. Today has been. You can ask Lou. Like even the earlier video that I had, where Lou was the only one who was available. It's just been a day. Lou, yeah, it's pretty funny how the stream you were somewhat prepared for has become the most spiraled out of. Honestly, listen, this is how it is. I got better scores on I took okay, on my SAT, forget my scores, but I scored better on the one I didn't study for. And then I went in and studied and then I got a lower grade. I'm everything that's I just shouldn't. This was the one where I wrote down notes and that's how it was so unorganized. But then if you look compared to my other lives, like just why do I try? But that quote, I understand so much. And also, that which you mistake for madness is but an acuteness of the senses. I think that was part of it, but I'm not sure. I love Edgar Allan Poe. Again, fitting the stereotype. But I really gotta go before it gets worse. This was me really this was my thing where I thought it would be organized. How then am I mad? All right, good night. See you tomorrow or the day after. It'll be one of those two. Bye. Take care.